Hi everybody, my name is Sean O'Kane with ChipEstimate.com and Chip Estimate TV. We're here at the 49th annual DAC at a beautiful cocktail event sponsored by Cadence VIP, and I just happened to see Mr. Steve Leibson, Marketing Director with the IP360, EDA 360 Insider, Marketing Director with Cadence. Thank you very much for joining us
My
here.
pleasure.
You know, we were saying, you know, with the ChipEstimate.com hats, I feel like a couple of NASCAR drivers, you know.
Right.
Yeah, this is right after the win.
Yeah, I was telling you about after 200 laps or so, it just kind of like set right down there in the track. And
Yeah, you got to do the drafting, you know, and you got to sit right down, cheer.
That's right.
Yeah.
But then we have to come back to DAC.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Okay. So now we're going to get serious, ladies and gentlemen. We have fun here, and that's part of the whole thing, is have a little fun, but to be a little bit informational as well. So I know you've been here for the past couple of days. What has caught your eyes as kind of new, innovative, exciting, or collaborative?
Well, today I pretty much devoted myself to system level design. So we had a breakfast this morning. Cadence sponsored the breakfast, but we had a gentleman from LSI and we had a gentleman from AMD. They're both heavily into using system level development tools from our system development suite. But the key thing is that they are getting real mileage out of using system level development tools so that they can get early software development. And that's kind of really critical, because of the many things that engineers like to toss over the wall, analog versus digital, layout versus implementation, all this other stuff, hardware versus software is another one of those over-the-wall things. So if you wait, the software guys typically have to wait until the chip is developed, and then they can develop the software. Huge delay. If you can move the software development up, you can save 4-8 months in development time.
So that is a true time-to-market statement. Everybody comes to DAC every year and says, time to market, time to market. And what is that? This is real.
Yeah, it is. It's real. It's verified by people like LSI and like AMD, and they said, yes, we really did do this. And we have internal customers who say, thank you for saving our butts.
That's right.
Excuse me. Thank you for saving our butts.
Appreciate that. Now, and so I think I keep hearing the new term is time to money. It's basically this is time to market, but time to money is part of this too.
Well, time to money is sort of not a new concept. It's a relatively old concept. And if you look at the curve from early adopters, and this is the curve of getting money in from early adopters to mainstream, and you look at how much of the curve you lose if you're late by a month, it can be a lot of money. One of the things that Frank Schurmeister discussed in his presentation was that for a company like Broadcom or Qualcomm, 1 month's delay is $10 to $20 million in revenue. 10 to 20 million, that's 1 month.
Right.
And if they delay long enough, they completely miss the socket and they've lost hundreds of millions of dollars. So these are some big numbers, and it's the reason why the companies that are betting a lot on big chips are betting heavily on system level development tools.
Cool stuff. Maybe we can talk to you on the final day of DAC and get your kind of a wrap up of the overall observation of this year's DAC. Would that be okay?
Maybe so.
If you're here.
Yeah, maybe so.
Okay.
2 more things. Can we talk about 2 more things?
Please.
Okay, first of all, the funniest thing I saw at DAC was Raul Campesano, who used to work for Cadence, but now has his own company in electromagnetic simulation, trying to photograph the Venus transit of the sun outside on the telescope with his iPhone, holding the iPhone up to the eyepiece of the telescope. That's a beauty shot. I took that one. We'll be blogging that one later.
Good.
And then another exciting thing, and I'm sorry it didn't happen at DAC, but I want to talk about it anyway, is that Avnet has just announced a board based on the Xilinx Zinc 7000. That's a combination of processor and FPGA. Cadence has helped them build a virtual platform for the device, but today Avnet introduced a $400 development board, and this is an amazing device that could really form the basis of some future relatively low-cost designs for full-blown SoCs. So it's not here at the show, but it happened out there, you know, like in Reality World.
Oh, yeah. Very cool stuff. Very nice.
So they should check it out.
All right, we're just going to wrap it up, Cheer, and I really appreciate Steve Leibson for being here with us. This is NASCAR today, basically. Get in your cars, the engine is running, and we got Steve Leibson from Cadence.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
You hear? We'll see you next time on Chip Estimate TV.